Nahum 1 and 2. Yahweh is jealous, and Yahweh revengeth. Yahweh revengeth, and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well, and Shalom to Yakim, Akwathium, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom. Yeah, I'm gonna continue with this, but I had a rough ass week, man. Yeah, these motherfucking people are working my ass, man, and I'm fucking tired, bro. I'm tired, man. We need to get the fuck up out of here. Esau's making some heavy ass moves. Brother's videos are being fucked with. I was trying to watch the brother Howard. I was at work. You know what I mean? I'm working like a motherfucker, man. Going in at 5:30 and not getting home until like 7:30, man. 12 goddamn plus hours every fucking day. On the road, man. I'm trying to watch the brothers live. You know what I mean? While I'm driving, and they keep cutting the fucking thing off. So we know what time we're in, man. Right now, these Edomites are making some serious ass moves, and on the one video I did hear, the brother Yahweh Maccabees said something about there was a video of First Amendment, the Bible. I was in between, so I was heading into one of the stops, man, that I had when that was, when he started talking about that. So I kind of missed out on that, man. I'm gonna have to go back and finish that video. But it's bruh, it's getting tight out here, man. It's getting real fucking tight, man. But let me get with this lesson. You know what I mean? Salakia. Yeah, just sometimes you just gotta speak, man, out loud and get some shit off your damn chest. Okay, so Nahum 1 and 2, Yahweh, our power, is jealous. Yahweh revengeth, and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. So we know that the Most High, okay, is setting up a stage right now. He's actually allowing Esau to make the moves necessary, okay, for the Most High to revenge, okay, and to bring his wrath upon his adversaries. And we know that he that comes after the working of Satan, the devil, okay, a deceiver, the so-called white man, comes after the working of Satan and is an adversary. He is adverse to the Most High and his word, okay? All right. He's adverse. He's a liar. He has taken our nationality, okay? And he has put himself in the place of the children of the Most High, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, okay? Those little hat, big nose people over in the land of Israel. And then you have the Edomites over here, Amalekites over in our land, and then the Edomites, okay, the lower level Edomites over here doing the bidding of those people, okay? So what they're doing right now is they're setting a trap, okay, for the children of Israel, all right? The traps are set, basically, all right? He's waiting for certain things to happen so that the trap can spring, all right? The traps are set. He just has to wait for the prey to step into them, okay? So this is what's getting ready to happen to Esau, man. This unwise king is getting ready to lead his people into some bad times, man, and good riddance. I can't fucking wait. All right, verse 3. Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. Yahweh has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Okay, so he's not going to acquit the wicked. He's not going to acquit Esau, Edom. He's not going to acquit 2/3 of Israel that don't want to follow his words, the words, man. Okay, so when we start talking about the words of the Most High being, hey, what's up, man? When we start talking about the words of the Most High, um, we're really talking about his instruction, okay, and how we're supposed to conduct ourselves on this earth. How not only to conduct ourselves on this earth and how to treat other people, but how we're supposed to live, how we're supposed to eat, how we're supposed to bathe, how we're supposed to, dress. Okay. All right. These things are important, man. You see, and how we're not supposed to follow the ways of the other nations. All right. So 2/3 of Israel do not want to come back to this word. So it's getting ready. It looks like it's getting ready to be taken from them, man. All right. He rebuketh the sea and maketh it dry, and drieth up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel and the flower of Lebanon languish. The mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence, yea, the world and all that dwell therein. Who can stand before his indignation, his righteous anger? Okay, who's going to be able to stand at his righteous anger, man? Okay, his indignation against these wicked ass people that don't want to listen. Okay, who can stand before his indignation, his righteous anger, and who can abideth in the fierceness of his anger? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. Yahweh is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. Okay, the 1/3 of Israel. Okay, which includes the 144,000. Okay, Yahweh is good, a stronghold, and the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and those that run it, that runneth into it are going to be safe, man. All right, a stronghold in the day of trouble. He knoweth them that trust in him. Okay, the new covenant. But with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof, and darkness shall pursue his enemies. What do ye imagine against Yahweh? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise up the second time. So those that are in the new covenant are going to be in the strong tower when all hell starts breaking loose out. Okay? They're going to be in that strong tower. They're going to be safe. They're going to have that tawah, that mark of exemption, okay, from all the hell that's going to be taking place here, man. Okay? And then and basically, that last scripture, what do you imagine against Yahweh? He will make another end. Affliction shall not rise up again. He's going to take Esau's ass out of power. Okay, Esau thinks he's sitting down getting ready to eat. Okay, but the Most High is getting ready to slap the plate out his damn hand. All right, the Most High is definitely getting ready to slap that plate out of Esau's hand, man. He's not going to eat. All right. So when we're talking about the affliction, that's talking about the slavery of the children of Israel. See, Esau, these so-called white people are trying to put us back into slavery. Okay, alligator Alcatraz. All right, and they're talking about building more of them. Okay, they're talking about building more alligator Alcatrazes out here, man. Okay, they got concentration camps with alligator Alcatraz has furnaces. Okay, and these furnaces are not to keep the motherfucking prisoners warm, man. All right, it's not to keep them warm, man. These are for other motives. There's other motives behind them having furnaces, man. Okay, and we know that. We know that that's Auschwitz all over again, but it ain't going to be those little hat big nose people. It ain't going to be for those little hat big nose people, man. This time it's going to be for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. They're creating Nazi Germany all over again here in America. You can see it. Okay, the symbolism on the tattoos and the symbolism that these guys that are going around calling themselves federal agents, which is a crock of shit. Okay, they're buying badges off of Amazon and shit and slapping them on their goddamn their uh plate carriers. Okay, and walking around and disappearing people under the guise of policing. Okay, it's all a bunch of bullshit, man. All right, let me get this Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all that devour thee, okay, who's devouring the children of Israel? The Psalms, the 83rd chapter crew, okay? All those people that are in the Psalms 83, okay, starting with Esau, Edom, okay, Amalek, Moab, Ammon, the Hagarenes, okay, Ishmael, all right, there's a couple other ones. Oh, those are the main ones, man. Devouring the children of Israel. Okay, they had an agreement. They made a tumult or an agreement to come against the children of Israel so that we don't rule anymore. But now the nations are starting to find out that Esau, Edom, wants to run everything. He wants to enslave everyone. Okay, he wants to enslave all the nations, and the nations are starting to find out. That's why they're getting pissed off. You know, they're starting to find out who this man really is. And they're getting angrier and angrier and angrier. And the Most High is putting the spirit on them to turn against the children of Esau, Edom, the nation of Edom, man. All right? The Most High is putting it on their spirit to turn against them. So therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee shall I give for a prey. Okay? So all our adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. They're all going to go into a slavery. There's 1,000-year slavery coming to all the nations in Psalms the 83rd chapter. Okay? The nation of the children of Israel, their nation is going to be built up by these slaves, man. These other nations. All right? Esau, Edom, is going to get a hell of an ass kicking. He's going to get double what he gave to us while we were in slavery. Now we know we're going to put our foot in the other nations' ass because they have false gods. They have horrible dietary laws. You know, especially Moab and Ammon. You know, eating and some of them Hamites. You know. Some of our people down in South America eating fucking jaguars and shit and spiders. You know, we're gonna have to the other nations, man. We're gonna have to put their asses. We're gonna have to put them in. That's why it says we're gonna rule with an iron rod. All right. So we have to put these people in check in the slavery, man. And that's why I said that. It said, all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. Okay? We're going to rule them with an iron rod, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. This is what we're going to do is we're going to be putting their asses down, man, if they're doing shit that they ain't supposed to be doing. You know? We may make sport of Esau, Edom, man, in the kingdom. You know? But set that, but hey, man, listen, put their asses out there in the woods and let them run. You know? And then go chase them down and beat their ass to death. You know? Let them run. You know, just what is that movie, Predator? You know, those that let me read it again. And they that spoil thee shall be a prey. All that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Okay, these people have preyed upon us, man. So we may make sport of Esau Edom, man. Okay, all right. Especially if they do something wrong, man. You know, we're gonna have fun with Esau's ass in the kingdom, man. You know, all right. Yep. Let me read Obadiah. Start at 15. I'm gonna read down to I'm gonna read down to 18. I'm gonna start at 15. No, matter of fact, I'll start at 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. Okay. The days are getting shorter and shorter, man. And Esau Edom is getting ready to pay a heavy toll, man, for what he's done to the children of Israel. Okay, along with the other nations. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So, like the scriptures said, you know, the Most High, it is angry as hell right now. Okay, and he is getting ready to let Esau have his last. He's gonna have his last heyday, man. His last fun. The Most High is getting ready to cut his ass off, man, completely. Okay, Esau Edom is getting ready to get cut off totally and completely, man. All right, it's just simple as that. He is not going to allow these people to put us back into slavery. It's not going to happen. And Esau thinks that he's gonna win. These white people, really, their pride. I've seen so many goddamn American flags flying on trucks and motorcycles and shit the last couple of days out on the highway, man, driving. It'll make your fucking head spin. And this is him being proud. Okay, look at Trump. Well, what are them? The Proud Boys. Okay, what did Trump say? Stand up and stand by, or stand back and stand by, some shit like that. You know, who you think all them motherfucking people out there picking up immigrants, bounty hunters? That's the Proud Boys, man. A lot of them are Proud Boys. The lady, the one fucking white chick, had on a goddamn shirt with the 3 lines on it. That's the Press of Proud Boy symbol, man. The 3%ers. You know, these people are a bunch of fucking racist bastards that are being proud because they think they're gonna win. They think that, oh yeah, we can do whatever we want to do. Look how we're getting away with this. Look how we're getting away with it. They're gonna get prouder and they're gonna just try. They're gonna keep trying to put their hands on people, and then they're gonna find out. They're gonna fuck around and find out. Okay, that these people out here, when the 2/3 get activated, when the Most High puts that spirit on the 2/3 of Israel, especially Judah, these fucking people are gonna catch hell. They're gonna have to call for help. And then when the Most High activates the 144,000, okay, the ground troops, man, you know, with that spiritual gift, man. Once he does that, man, it's the parties to fuck over. They're gonna have to call in the UN, and they ain't gonna be able to do shit. You know, when the nation starts seeing the spiritual power, because the left hand has been raised up, okay, to start like killing blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians with impunity, you know? Like, no, we don't give a fuck what the other nations say. We're gonna start putting these people down. On the, what is that? The revolution will be televised. You know, they're gonna cause this shit to happen, and then they're gonna and what's gonna happen is they're gonna cause an incident to happen that's gonna what it basically is going to be the economy collapsing. That they already fabricated all of that bullshit, so they're gonna collapse the economy, and then they're gonna have a solution. If you don't take the solution, then they're gonna arrest you. Okay, and people are gonna lose it. People are gonna be out here losing their goddamn minds, man, because people are gonna lose millions of dollars, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. You know, people are gonna be angry. People are gonna be panicking. People are gonna be scared. You know, there's a lot of emotions, man, that are going to be going on out here. There's going to be a lot of people, man, that are going to be full of demons out here, you know, and they're not going to hesitate to kill your ass. A lot of them. All right. That's what's coming, man. Salakia. All right. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Okay. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. They shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though he had not been. Okay. He's gonna disappear like his own dung, man. Okay. That's what's getting ready to take place. All right. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Okay. The house of Jacob, man. All right. The children of Israel, the elect of Israel. Okay. Are going to possess their possessions. We're going to possess the nations and all their shit. Okay. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. After 1,000 years of slavery, we're going to put all the other nations back into their Salaki shit. Ooh, that wasn't good. After 1,000 years, Salaki, y'all. After 1,000 years, we're going to put all of the other nations in their own land, and we're going to take Esau, Edom. We're going to round him up. Okay. The seed of Esau, Edom. This shit always happens, man. Every time I'm trying to bring out the word, man, my throat gets all fucked up. All right, Salakia, y'all. After that 1,000 years, we're going to put all the nations back into their land, and we're going to round Esau, Edom up, and we're gonna erase his seed line. There may be Edomite women left, but they'll eventually be bred out. Not sure, but we know that the nation of Edom as a whole is going to be destroyed. Now, like I said, we will have concubines, okay, Edomite concubines, but probably after 1,000 years, those concubines are going to be bred out. So we'll be breeding them out over that 1,000 years. And Esau's seed line, all the males of Esau, Edom will definitely be exterminated after that 1,000 years, man. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no getting around it. They have to be removed from the earth. Okay, so let me continue. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Okay, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall be none remaining. There shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. Okay, so this ain't us saying it's going to happen. This is the Most High telling you that there shall be none remaining of the house of Esau. People try to say, what's that? Vocab used to try to say that already happened. Okay, but then it's like how is Second Esdras, I believe it's 6 and 9, talks about Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is that which follows. How can that happen? Because then there would be no Edomites on the earth, and Jake would be in his kingdom right now. Okay, so that's a bunch of happy ass horse shit. All right, Salaka, y'all. Man, I hate this shit. Jeremiah 50:24. I have laid a snare for thee. Thou art also taken, O Babylon. It's talking about Babylon, for AKA America, okay, AKA Sodom and Egypt, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, okay, AKA Assyria. And thou was not aware, okay. So the Most High said, I have laid a snare for you, and you were not aware. So this is what's happening right now, okay. This is why the Most High has to show mercy to his people, okay. He's showing mercy to his people by having men go out on the highways and hedges and teaching, okay, the judgments that are written, okay. So that's when you hear these men out on the highways and hedges, man, teaching about the judgment that is written, and you don't take heed, that's it. That's a man being put in the tower and blowing the trumpet when the enemy is coming. And we are telling you that Esau Edom is getting ready to pounce. A hungry ass lion is getting ready, that eagle, man, is getting ready to eat. Okay? The eagle is getting ready to eat, man. He's looking down on his prey, and he's like, there goes one right there with a limp. Okay? That eagle's going to go down and get that prey, man. Okay? Even if it don't got a limp. An eagle's a badass a bird, man. Okay? So he said, I have laid a snare. So Esau doesn't know that the Most High is setting him up, man, right now. He's allowing him to be proud, okay? Pride goeth before destruction, all right? And thou was not aware. That's the proud. That's that pride, okay? Thou art found and also caught because thou hast striven, okay? He is fighting against the Most High's words, man. He's fighting against prophecy. He's trying to change prophecy. He thinks that if he, and what's that scripture? The devil has come down with having great wrath, knowing that he has a short time. Okay, so he this shit that he's doing with ICE. Okay, the police state basically that's building. All right, all these things that he is doing, he doesn't realize that is the Most High putting his ass at setting up that snare. I have laid a snare for thee. Okay, all right, and you were unaware. You're not aware, man. Okay. All right. So you're striving, and like the brother, like I was saying earlier, the brother Yahweh the Maccabees had I really got to go back and listen to the video, because there was something that came up about the Bible and the First Amendment. Okay. I didn't really hear it because, like I said, I had gotten to my stop and I was moving, and you know what I mean. I had turned the video off, and when I got back in the truck, you know, I forget what the hell I was doing, man. I think I put some music on or some shit, you know, because the dude took a long fucking time to unload me, and I'm like, you know, I was just pissed the fuck off, man. But you know, this him going against the Holy Scriptures, basically, as a whole, as an adversary, okay, using them deceitfully. Okay, and then when the truth starts coming out, he wants to censor. Okay, he wants to cut people's videos. He wants to ban people. Okay, from off a certain but TikTok, people are getting banned. A lot of people are getting banned off of TikTok right now because of biblical information that they're bringing out. okay, and truth that they're bringing out about what's going on. YouTube, yeah, I lost 2 channels. Um, and I've gotten a lot of video. Well, yeah, of course I got a lot of video. Even on this channel, I think I had about 3 videos. They said it was content, but they didn't give me strikes for it. So Esau is really trying to shut this word down, man. This is what's really hindering him from achieving his goal. Okay, but this is the Most High laying a snare, like I said. Thou are found and also caught because thou is striven against Yahweh. So you can strive against the Most High. You can fight your ass off all you want, man. But that shit is not gonna. It's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you at all, man. Because these words are gonna. These words are gonna be proven true. Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. Psalms 50 and 17. All right. Did I want to just read that? Yeah. Psalms 50 and 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my word behind thee. What did I just get done saying? Esau does not want to live according to the Holy Scriptures. Salakia, it's getting a little hot in here. Esau does not want to live according to the Holy Scriptures. Okay? He just doesn't. You know? And that's why so when he had the opportunity of deception, when he had the ability of deception, okay, he used the scriptures for his benefit. Okay. All of these mega churches, these Edomites, even Negroes, blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians in these churches were making billions of dollars. Okay. And with the 501c3s, they were not being taxed. And they were lying to the people. They were using the scriptures deceitfully. All right. So now that the truth has come out, a lot of these mega churches are losing members. Okay, especially in the blacks and the Latino areas, they're losing members because people are starting to hear the truth, man. Okay, and they're asking questions, and the pastors don't have the answers. Okay, so they go online and they find these young men that are out on highways and hedges, and they start listening to these young men, and they're finding out that everything that they were told is a goddamn lie. So now there's a lot of confusion. Okay, but the new covenant has been taught for 3 years. I actually am going to be doing probably it's almost, I don't even know if my phone's going to have enough space, but I got a new covenant video that I'm going to bring out hopefully in the next couple days, man. It's a pretty lengthy video. I was going to do it for this camp today, man, but I'm like, I'm exhausted, man. I'm fucking tired, bro. I'm telling you, I woke up late and shit. But fuck that. Yeah, we just got to keep it moving, man. Tired or fucking not, back hurting, knees, fucking hips, but yeah, it don't matter. Get your ass, put a video out. You know, that's what we have to do, man. All right. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief. Now I ain't gonna read that. I'm gonna stop right there, man. All right. Let me get Psalms 8 and 11. Is that what I wanted? Oh no, Amos. Salakia, Amos 8 and 11. Salakia, shit. Oops. 1 and 8. All right. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Because he's casting his word behind. Esau has cast his word behind. Turn this car off. Esau is casting his word, okay, the words of the Most High behind him by saying he wants to get rid of the Bible. Okay, why all of a sudden these so-called Christians? Because Trump did all that Christian shit. Okay, he talked about the Christian this and Christian that, and if you ain't a Christian, I can't remember, I can't quote him, but I know he was talking a lot of shit about the Christian faith. And we know now that them Israelis, they want the Bible done away with. Okay, they really the elites are the elites of Amalek. Okay, because that nigga Benjamin, nigga never been a Jew. Okay, yeah, nigga never been a Jew. All right, Benjamin never, nigga never been a Jew. Okay, tongue twister. Yep, that Benjamin nigga never been a Jew. Okay, it's just a puppet for the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers. Okay, he's a puppet. All right, you know he got benefits. Goddamn right he does. Look what he's doing over there. All right, he should be arrested for wartime atrocities, man. Okay, but they're allowing him to continue to do this because it's setting up a stage. They're trying to get all of that land over there. Okay, the land that was actually all of that land that they're trying to get is going to be ours. All right, that's going to belong to the children of Israel. Okay. Salakia. Salakia, y'all. That's going to belong to the children of Israel. So they're trying to upset prophecy, and are trying to get rid of the Holy Scriptures because the Holy Scriptures are exposing them for who they truly are. Okay, that's them casting the Most High's words behind him. Okay, so in doing so, and what we're getting ready to come into is going to be a famine of hearing the word. Okay, all right, and that's 8. I'm going to read Amos 8 and 11 and 12. Okay, because this is what that's going into. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, our power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Okay? Because that's what's coming right now. All right? It being as though it's being mentioned, the Bible bans on the Bible, bans on the First Amendment. Okay? So this so-called white man, Trump, this unwise king, is leading his people down a one way with a cliff on the end of it, man. All right, a dark ass alley, a dark one way with a cliff at the end of it. All right, that's where they're headed, man. A great fall. I've seen Satan falling from heaven like lightning. All right, the rulership is going to end abruptly. Okay, when this economy collapses and these people start going crazy, they're going to lose control, man. They're going to lose complete control of everything. You see? All right, this Esau trying to build a white nation here, a Nazi nation over here in America. All right, the other nations are seeing it. Okay, but what's going to end up happening? They're going to lose everything. Okay, all the nations are going to lose, man. All right. So behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, our power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. Because the only people that are going to have it are those that are in it now. If you ain't in the new covenant, when all hell breaks loose, okay, as a believer, or a teacher, or a prophet, okay, or an evangelist, okay, all right, like I said, believers, evangelists, prophets, teachers. Okay, if you're not in the new covenant in any of those aspects, all right, your ass is not going to be able to find the words of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The book is going to be sealed. He said he's going to cleave our tongues to the roof of our mouth and make us dumb. All right, and not in the sense of being stupid or dumb or illiterate. No, he's gonna be like, you had your opportunity, man. You know, you're gonna come up to us talking about, yo, man, you one of them guys. I'm like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, man, you one of them Israelites, man. Yo, tell me about the word, man. How do I get saved? But I don't know what you're talking about. You know, you had your opportunity, man. This is the time that you seek the Most High, man. You don't seek the Most High after you go to jail. You don't seek the Most High when you lose a family member. You seek Him not in the dry, man. Don't seek Him when it's dry. You seek Him when it's wet. All right, when it's seasonable. Okay, you see, because a lot of people are going to wait until the economy collapses. All right, a lot of people are going to wait until all hell is breaking loose out here to come to this word, man. And it's going to be too late for a lot of them, man. You know. There's getting ready to be a heavy influx of people coming in, and they're gonna want to know how are they going to be saved. You know, they ain't gonna want to know about all the campaigns that Israel and the Romans fought, man. You know, you see that's that's stuff that you need to know. You can learn that now. It should be taught. The history, okay, the prophecies, the laws, okay, and the new covenant. They all have to be taught now. But when all hell breaks loose, okay, when it starts getting bad out here, people are only going to want to know how they're going to get saved out of this shit, man. All right, and that's through the new covenant. All right. Oh, I was going to read that when I read the Psalms 50 and 17. And the phrase "cast my word behind thee." Okay, I forgot to read that. I'm Salakia. I mean, I went into it, but I'm going to read this real quick. That because Esau, Edom, even some of the people that are in Israel, okay, are casting the words of the Most High behind them, man. Especially the New Covenant. They don't have any regard, okay, or love for the brothers that are teaching the New Covenant. Okay, so the word "cast my word behind thee." That's the phrase, okay? Psalms 50 and 17. It means to reject or disregard God's instructions and teachings, treating them as worthless or unimportant. The verse is part of a larger passage where God rebukes those who outwardly profess faith, okay? The Christian church, okay? The so-called white man, blacks, Latinos, them Christians, 501c3s, they profess faith, okay? But do not live by his commandments. All right. Okay. So these are the people, man. They hate instruction. Okay. Even the men in these camps, they hate instruction because when you show them the new covenant, they hiss and they fuss. Okay. They murmur. All right. Against the words, man. Okay. This is not us. This is not us saying this, man. We're reading the words of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So you're you're disregarding his instructions, man. Okay? And one of the main scriptures I bring out all the time is Matthew the 20th chapter. You know? I have yet to hear somebody in Great Millstone, IUIC, or any of them other camps break it down any differently to say that's why I'm wrong, or brothers that are teaching the new covenant are wrong. The 11th hour is wrong. Yahweh the Maccabees wrong. Two witnesses wrong. That you haven't shown us that, man. You know, all we get called is bug outs, demons, and assholes, man. You know, that's the only one. See, that's why we know that they are afraid of that teaching, because they know it's true. They want to take. They want to stay away, as far away from that as they fucking can. And the only way that they can keep their audience, okay, is to call men stupid ass names, man. That's the only way you're gonna keep your audience. Look at him. Look at his head. You know, they bug outs. Yeah, they bug outs. They fall out. Them niggas, yeah. Don't listen to them. You know, you gonna burn. You gonna die if you listen to them. Most High gonna kill your ass. That's what they say. You know, but we're not adding to anything, brother. That's all we're doing is telling you what the words of the Most High said, and you're disregarding it. You know, you're casting it behind you. All right. Psalms 141:9. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Keep me from the snares. Okay? You got to keep us. The Most High said he's going to keep us from the day of judgment, man. Okay? All right? And we in that new covenant, I'm going to keep you from the hour of temptation. That's what he said. That's the scripture said that. All right? We ain't making that up. Okay? If you keep my covenant, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. That's the Most High saying that, not us. Okay? All right? Isaiah 24:17. It says, Fear and the pit and the snare are upon the inhabitant of the earth. Okay? Like I said, the Esau's getting ready. Esau is setting this shit up beautifully, man. You know? He's getting ready to allow the police nationwide to do what the fuck they want to do, man. You know, without any consequences. What did they take out of the FBI director? No. It's basically it's a watchdog in the FBI. Okay, these watchdogs were replaced. Okay, and then you had other entities inside of the government that were removed. People were fired. Okay, and they shut some of these agencies down, and they got rid of people and replaced them. Oversight committees, because they want to allow the police to move, okay, without any any kind of backlash. Okay, all right. So if the police are allowed to move without any backlash, they're going to be doing a lot of fucked up shit, man. Okay, they may be killing people. You know what I mean? No knock warrants. Just going in and shooting the whole place up, man. This is the shit that these people are getting ready to do, man. You know, this is what they're getting ready to do, and a lot of our people ain't seeing it. You see? All right. So fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, man. This is what's getting ready to happen. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the window from the high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. Okay, the transgression thereof. Okay, all right. A lot of death, man, is going to be taking place on this earth, man. Therefore shall be heavy upon it. Transgression therefore shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Okay, all of the death, all of the killing, all right, that's going to be taking place here in America, man. Okay, it's gonna fall and ain't gonna rise again. And when the elect are activated, and the other nations see the power that's going taking place over here, okay, all of the killing that's going to be done by the 144,000. Okay, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to nuke this fucking place. That's why those nukes are going to come. Okay, we keep telling you guys that. All right. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones, okay, the elites being taken into slavery, okay. All right. I read that earlier, okay. The elites are going to be taken into slavery, all right. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners. What did I read earlier? They're going to all go into slavery. All these nations, man, are going to go into slavery for what they have done to the children of Israel. Okay, and they shall all be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit. Okay, they're going to dig a pit for the children of Israel, and they're going to fall into it themselves. Okay, so that's what's getting ready to happen. All right, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days they shall be visited. We're going to give them task. They're going to have a task, okay, a job, and we're going to tell them, if you don't fucking do your job, we're going to put your ass to death. And the first job of the elites, okay, of all of these nations is going to be to bury the dead. Okay, we're going to have them bury all the dead bodies, man. We're going to have them removed from certain areas, taken to other areas, and buried. Okay, you see, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall be visited. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when Yahweh of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and before his ancients gloriously. Okay, so that's what I'm taught. That's what the remedy is. Okay, for wicked ass people. Okay, these people that call themselves the elites of society. All right, the elites are the what are they, Luciferian, or the light bearers, those that are supposed to have a complete understanding of how to rule. Okay, but they don't know how to rule over a bag full of dog shit, man. You know, they're not gonna be allowed to rule over a paper bag full of fucking dog shit. Okay, in the kingdom. All right, you understand? They're gonna have a job, and they're gonna do it well, or want to make sure that they understand. We're gonna make they're gonna understand that they better stop fucking playing around, because we ain't playing. All right, Ecclesiasticus 10:3. They're gonna understand. We're gonna rule with that iron rod, man. Like I said. All right, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Okay, all right. Then unwise king is destroying his people, man. You got the elites of Esau, Edom. You got this dumb, okay, in office, Donald Duck Trump. All right, you know, it's like it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Don't you understand that you see how nations end up when they oppress their people, when they're wicked as hell, you know? And see, Esau in his pride thinks that his military is going to be able to keep at bay all of these other nations when they start committing all these atrocities over here in America, man. When they start committing all these atrocities here in America, what do you think is going to happen? You understand? What do you think is going to happen? You know? Because it's not going to be the other nations, it's going to be the Most High. The Most High said he's not going to allow these people to put us back into fucking bondage, man. Affliction shall not rise a second time. You're not going to put these people back into slavery. Okay? So when you're trying to be a fucking tyrant, what do you think is going to happen to you? And you're trying to be a tyrant, you know? The Most High is going to shut you down, man. All right? An unwise king destroyeth his people. What do you think is getting ready to happen to the nation of Edom? Okay? They're going to be completely destroyed, man. Okay? All right? I'm going to read Proverbs 26 and yep. I'm gonna read Proverbs 26 and I'm gonna read 26 to 28. Oh no, I'll read 25. Wow. Um, I'll start at 24. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not. Okay, I'm going to make America great again. All right, he's speaking fairly, right? I'm gonna make America great again. We're gonna have jobs. Everybody's gonna get a big fucking income tax check. You know, food and gas is gonna be cheap. Okay, I'm gonna make sure everybody gets what they deserve, basically. Okay, all right. So he was speaking fairly, right? It says, "Believe him not." What does the scripture say? Never trust thine enemy, for his iron rusteth, so does his wickedness. Okay, so he'll come to you all shiny, but then at the end of the day, that nigga's wickedness is going to show through, man. And that's what's happening. That unwise king is destroying his people. Okay, all right. He's destroying something that was a foundation here in America. Okay, so this foundation is being dismantled. Okay, by him taking away he's abusing the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, okay, which is belongs to his people, okay, all right, the nation of Edom, you know, basically that's their Constitution, that's their Bill of Rights. He's taken away the freedom of speech. He's taken away all kind of freedoms, man, from his own people, okay, trying to destroy a whole another nation of people, the children of Israel. He's going to take away the freedoms of his own people to destroy another people. Okay, so that's that unwise king, man. Okay, when he speaks fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. Okay, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. The whole world is seeing uh, uh, the wickedness of Donald Trump. The prince over in Saudi Arabia said, yo, this man came over here and was fucking disrespectful. He came over here basically telling us what we better do. You better do this and you better do that. That's how he was speaking to these people. Okay? All right? So he, whose hatred is covered by deceit, and that's what he was using, man. He went over there and tried to deceive those people, okay? And what happened? Them people they was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. These people don't want nothing to do with Donald Trump anymore. The nations are starting to see who he is, man. All right, and none of them have any respect for his ass anymore. Okay, all right. So whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and flattering mouth worketh ruin. Okay, so this is what Donald Trump is doing, man. Okay, he's digging a pit. Okay, for a whole nation of people, or the nation, the children of Israel. Okay, they're digging a pit for the children of Israel, and the nation of Edom is going to fall into it. That unwise king is destroying his own people. Okay? And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well, and shalom to the Akim, Akwathium, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom. Salakia. Nose is running. My nose is stuffed all the hell up.